All right, thanks. Well, earn points and get prizes just by watching TV. Sign up for SD6 Rewards and see what you can win today. It's pretty easy. Go to san-diego6.com for all the details on that. Put in the code word while you're there. It's ROCK, R-O-C-K, as in the Rock Church. And Pastor Miles McPherson joins us right here on San Diego 6 in the morning to talk about RockTV. How have you been?
How you doing? Long time no see.
I'm telling you what. Okay, so you got your own show now right here on San Diego 6, the CW. Sunday nights, 11 o'clock.
Every Sunday at 11 o'clock.
RockTV.
RockTV, 30-minute program. A lot of it's going to be sermon, but there'll be transformed life stories. Sometimes we'll be on the street talking to people, doing services off location in the community somewhere. We'll do documentaries, but for the most part, it's going to be most of the sermons talking about who is God. Our first couple of months, we're going to focus on who is God, so people can really understand the evidence that God has given us, that He exists and what kind of God He is.
Now, why RockTV? Right now, there's a lot of shows from a lot of pastors around the world on television right now. Why RockTV?
Well, why should people watch it other than the other ones, you mean?
Well, no, not an either or. But I mean, I know that you really have to make a decision about how you use your time and your resources. Right. So why is it important to do a television show?
Well, you know, we can fit only but so many people in the building. Now we can take the message that I'm already preaching, I've already prepared for, we've already filmed it, and now put it out to the city, and there's 3 million potential viewers. So we can expand our reach. There are a lot of people in the community who can't come out of the house, they're shut in.
Sure.
Or people who just don't go to church, but they really want to know about God, what God's like, and is He relevant, how can He help me in my life? So we just want to get that message to it. We didn't start the church just to have people come to a building. We wanted to get the message out to the city and the world for that matter.
You know, and the bigger part of the discussion too is, and I know churches all over the world struggle with this, is how you reach the next generation, how you stay relevant. There's technology, there's just the language of the kids and so forth, and how they communicate. There's the internet, there's all these things. I mean, again, it's a real challenge, is it not?
You know, if you stick up with it and you hang out with kids and you stick up with the times, we're online, so we're showing our services live, all 5 services all around the world now through the internet, and it's in high definition. It looks just as good as television, and it's interactive. We have people around the world watching from planes in the sky, texting us, and so they're chatting while they're watching the sermon. So you just stay up with the times. We have a very strong social media network, and we stay in touch with the kids. So we're just doing what we do every day.
Now, I want to talk to you about another outreach, and this is something called Right Cross. Mm-hmm. This is mixing MMA, mixed martial arts, with a Christian message. And I think we've got just a little sound from that. Let's listen to that and we can talk about that for a second.
And what we do is we'll pray, we'll do a long warm-up. I'll usually share a verse or two as we're stretching out, because a lot of the people that come to these, they don't go to church, so it's the one opportunity for us to be the church to them without them actually coming to the church.
We can get together, we can train, we can fight together, but it keeps us humble, and we can just be a light to that community. We have that heart to go out and show other fighters that, you don't have to live that kind of fighting lifestyle.
Isn't that interesting now? We're going to do something totally different here and use what is one of the hottest forms of entertainment and exercise right now, mixed martial arts, and use that to spread a message.
Yeah, it's just a sport. You have hockey, which is real fighting, right? to hurt somebody. Then you have it's all disguised fighting. And then you have boxing and you have MMA. So Tommy, who was the first guy who spoke as a pastor on staff, and he has an MMA background, and so they're in their training. They've been trying to get me out there to fight, but I'm too old to do that.
What do you mean you're too old to do that? Nah,
I'm not getting some
You're never too old to do that.
Bend me up like a pretzel.
I've heard this in some of the churches that I've attended over the years. There's a conversation that happens between traditionalists who want to open up the book and sing the old hymns and have a very traditional service, and folks that really want to take things into the next generation and utilize all the new technology and so forth. Have you had to deal with that?
There's probably grumblings. I mean, we are who we are. We've been young. A worship is a response of respect to God, and people respond differently. If you get a little kid sing, they're going to sing off key, but it's beautiful. And so you have to worship the way God has created you to worship. And we have a very young congregation. We're young-minded. I'm kind of a youthful kind of guy, and that's who we are. And people know that. We have a lot of older people who come, 70s, 80s, 90s, because they like that.
Right.
And they want to be young, they want to laugh, they want to be around a lot of young kids, they want to be around ethnically diverse audience. You have business people, lawyers, gang members, ex-cons, and prostitutes sitting in the same row. And everybody knows it. And that's what's special about the church.
Well, folks, if you haven't visited The Rock, you're going to get a chance to see RockTV. Coming up Sunday nights, 11 o'clock, right here on San Diego 6, the CW, and then maybe you'll go down and see Pastor Miles in person. It's great to see you.
And thank you for CW for your partnership. This is going to be great.
Our pleasure, and I think we're going to be talking more as the years go by.
Great.
Good to see you. All right, for more information, you go to san diego6.com and you just click on Hot Topics.